Hey guys, so this is going to be a bit of a controversial topic for this one, but I'm convinced that getting into sales and doing, like, for example, cold calling for 2 years straight is the cure to depression, social anxiety, and being a crippling introvert. And the reason why I say that is because as soon as I got into sales and I started doing cold calling, for example, I don't do it anymore, okay, it's kind of the price you have to pay to get to where you want to be. For example, I'm allowed to be in a lovely place like this on a random Wednesday in September, right? Off topic, I'll cover that in a minute. But the reason why I'm able to do that and live the life that I want, I'm certain, is because I literally beat it out of me. Wait, when you do cold calling, like, if you think about where, like, a lot of the time, the root for people's social anxiety and crippling shyness is about your, like, how much you care about the way you are perceived to other people, the way other people think of you, okay, what people think. Now, when you do cold calling, you're not going to have time to care what people think about you, right? Especially when you're calling these guys up. For example, try cold calling roofers, trying to sell them marketing services. That's a fun game. Do 1,000 of them and your social anxiety and crippling shyness is gone, right? Because you get to the point where you get told to F off on the phone so many times that you become immune to it. Right, so then, like, that transfers into your real life and the real world, right? So you're cripplingly shy, social anxiety, and because of that, it's made you depressed. But you've just done about a year of cold calls, being literally bullied by roofers, right, roofing companies, in the piss and rain. You get to the point where you've been told to F off so many times that it doesn't hurt you anymore, right? So I'm honestly convinced anybody that's got crippling shyness, like they're a crippling introvert, go and do cold calls for a year and try and come back and tell me you're still shy. And I'm saying that as someone that's done it. I haven't just made this up on the spot. I started as a complete introvert, really shy. I couldn't even look my friends in the eyes. Okay? I was so awkward. 1 year of cold calls fixed me. Okay, that's all it took. 1 year of cold calls, cold calling companies that told me to F off every single day and doing the hard thing. It got to the point where I'm just so immune to it that didn't hurt me doing the job. Now in my real life, it doesn't hurt me either. Okay, so I'm certain that the way to cure that is go and do cold calls for 2 years, cold call roofers or tradesmen because they're the rudest, and that is honestly how you overcome that. Okay, my personal experience, and I've seen it in other people too. It's just about, like, you need to desensitize yourself to the negativity, right? You're so scared of being judged by these people. You're so scared of what people think, right? In your daily life, you go down the street, someone looks at you, and you start overthinking it, right? Well, you're not going to have time to care about that or even care about it in general when you've done hundreds of cold calls or basically having roofers telling you to go stick something up your ass, right? So that's honestly, in my personal opinion, maybe a bit controversial. Maybe most people are going to start making excuses, but I'm telling you, someone's done it myself, okay? So stop making these, excuses for why you're shy, or like thinking it's kind of a disease, or thinking you're just born with it and you can't fix it. I'm telling you, as someone that I need to put some pictures on the screen of how awkward I used to be, right? I'm telling you, as someone that's done it myself, go into sales, go and do cold calls, cold call tradesmen because they're the rudest, right? Get told to F off on a daily basis, and then after about a month of doing that, 2 months of doing that, tell me you're still cripplingly shy. Tell me you still have anxiety. Tell me you still have all of these things that you started with. It's impossible, once you've done that many calls, been told to F off that many times, that it still affects you, okay? It's just exposure therapy. You do it so many times, it's desensitized. It's the same with everything else in life. It's the same for this. So honestly, just, like, have the balls to do it. Just go and get a sales job. If you're working, like, this comfortable job right now, working in retail at, like, Tesco, for example, jack it in, go and find a random cold calling job and suck it up for 6 months and look how much your character changes. And then as a result, because you're not cripplingly shy, have social anxiety and not depressed, you get better opportunities off the back of it, okay? You'll have better relationships with your friends, your family, your girlfriend, for example, and also get better opportunities in terms of being paid and finances as well, okay? Because to that point as well, not only are you really confident, okay, because you've just completely beaten that social anxiety out of you, because you're more confident, you're better at sales, you can get a better paying sales job, for example, okay? So it's not just about curing your social anxiety or your depression or whatever. It betters your life in terms of, like, finances, careers, relationships as well off the back of it, okay? So I honestly recommend, if you're comfortable right now working this job that doesn't really have to demand much of you, and you're sitting there late at night and you're thinking, like, I'm cripplingly shy, I can't talk to girls, like, I care what people think of me, Just go and have the balls to go and get a sales job and throw yourself into that. Do a load of cold calls and watch your character change in real time, okay? And again, I can't stress this enough. I did this myself. I'm not making this up on the spot. I've seen other people do it too. The way to beat that shyness out of you, right, and destroy those limiting beliefs that you have that stop you from living the life that you want, the way to completely destroy that once and for all and for good, go and get a job doing cold calling. I promise. Watch your life change. Now, I can't say that and then not show you proof, okay? Doing that has changed my life, not in just the way of making me less shy, less anxious, or, insert emotion here, right? It's allowed me to, for example, travel the world, be in this lovely Spanish villa on a random Wednesday in September, right? It's allowed me to do that. And I'm allowed to do that because it's given me the character traits of someone that can do it. Because here's the thing, like, to live the life that you want, you have to have the character traits of the person that lives the life that you want. It's not something where you just find a model and then make loads of money off the back of it and then, there you go, you've made it. No, because if we all got into drop shipping before everybody else, but you still had the habits of like drinking, smoking, doing drugs, partying and all of this stuff and pissing your life out the wall, you could have found drop shipping and then like you would have failed it. You would have made it fail in some way, okay? You may have made it work temporarily, but you wouldn't be the kind of person to sustain it long term, okay? So that's how success is essentially made in a person. And the way to do that is by becoming the kind of person that can do it. And the way to become that kind of person is to obviously become. And the way you do that, again, is by going and doing something like cold calling, where it destroys your social anxiety, your depression, all of this stuff that allows you to then go into other models, other avenues of life that allow you to, for example, get into models like this that can make you money online so you can come and travel the world, okay? So I don't know if that actually makes sense, but you get the point, okay? You really don't have to be like special to start with. You just have to have the balls to destroy certain parts of your character because you have to build a certain character to live this life, okay? And again, I'm telling you as someone's done it myself, that is exactly how you do it. So if you want to learn if you want to learn the exact roadmap of how I did this myself and how I can help you do it too, right, there's going to be a link down below in the description running you through the exact model that I used, which was appointment setting, okay? So there'll be a link down below in the description running you through how I can help you one-to-one do this so you can travel the world and stay in mansions like these, right, on a random Wednesday. It's going to be a link down below in the description. Click it and it'll run you through how I can help. Now, full transparency, if you don't be sold to, right, don't click it because it is designed to try and sell you something. So if you're not serious, don't click it. But if you're cool and you're being serious and you want to actually change your life like that, then click the link down below in the description. I'll run you through how I can help. And yeah, let's go get it.